From ABC, this is World News Tonight, with Peter Jennings at the Foreign Desk in London, Max Robinson at the National Desk in Chicago, and from our desk in Washington, Frank Reynolds.
Good evening. In the early hours of this morning, a triumph in space, followed quickly by trouble. Not really bad trouble, but still disturbing after a perfect flight of more than 1 billion miles from Earth. For the story of Voyager 2, the vision it has given this Earth of the planet Saturn, and the spacecraft's problem, here is science editor Jules Bergman in Pasadena.
This is one of the final pictures taken by Voyager 2 last night. It was photographing Saturn's rings when something happened. The problem is not with the cameras. They're working fine. But the platform they mounted on can only move up and down and no longer side to side, as it must. The question is, what caused the failure? Voyager could have been hit by space debris. It could be an electrical problem. It could even be a computer problem. The scientists here are naturally concerned, but not depressed.
The big crater.
They feel most of the Voyager mission had already been accomplished.
We were fortunate that it didn't stop a few hours earlier, because this way I think we've accomplished most, if not essentially significantly all, of our major objectives.
Scientists here at JPL are working hard to correct the problems. But even if they can't find a solution, Voyager can complete its missions to Uranus and Neptune by using its small onboard engines to turn the whole spacecraft and thus aim the cameras. Last night, before the failure, Voyager's cameras were aimed at Enceladus and showed us both highly cratered areas and line sections where internal melting had covered the craters. Like most of Saturn's moons, Enceladus is all ice. Now Tethys, as Voyager got closer. At the left, a 600-mile-wide impact crater. The planet has rotated in the second picture, so the crater's at the upper right, and in the final shot, at the top right. And here's tiny Hyperion, the hamburger moon, now looking like a sponge. Not everything in space has a poetic name. This new moon is unromantically called 1980 S27. Voyager 1 found it. Voyager 2 took its picture. But we're at the end of the line. Voyagers are the last pictures we'll see from deep space for quite a while. There is no date for America's next planetary mission. Jules Bergman, ABC News at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, Pasadena.
Officials at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory hope to know what caused that problem by tomorrow. Meanwhile, pictures of Saturn already sent back are still being processed.